Don't make me type it every fucking time. Live on all the platforms. Things up and running. Good to go. Alright. Back to Dead Secret. What is the secret? Maybe that we're actually dead. And this is just hell. Alright. Now recall something about the bottles and largest to smallest. Marked with the letter B. There's a leech inside. Ooh. So I must collect other bottles. Aha. We have a whole ass kitchen now. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'll check that out in a second. There. Okay. Fixed on TikTok. Okay. Stop. Ah! Come back. What the fuck just happened? There you are. TikTok buttons are the fucking worst. Whatever. Don't need to see it. Do need to see that. The piano's blocking the way. Oh, we're back at the front, other side of the house. A fireplace poker. A fireplace broom. There's something written here. It's a series of faint symbols. Star, circle, square. If the mask, might as well just do it, yeah. Okay, well, we can see the, oh, okay. Loose floorboards. Poker. Ah. Star. Circle. Bam. Key. Bill, I owe you many thanks for forwarding my request to the New York Times. I think we have the opportunity to tell one of the great science stories of the 20th century and make a considerable sum in the process. The Times is a great first step, but when we are finished, I want to have a headlines written about me on the front page of every paper in the country, and maybe I'm not Mockingjay too. Am I done bringing shame to your ancestors? I might make one more bowl later. I still have a taco bowl left, and I might do that cheesecake idea. If I can just find something to crush up and put on top of it. I know we got something. I'll figure it out. But, what have you been up to today? How's it hanging? Tell me about life. What did you have for lunch today? The key to our success is Harris Bullard's brain research. He has discovered something fundamental about the operations of subconscious brainwaves. I believe that he will soon harness this knowledge to build a device whose object is to make men superhuman. Our first task is to procure this device before Bullard can publicize it. And my plans for accomplishing that are already in motion. That's something Mexican that you actually don't know how to translate. Interesting. What is it in Mexican or Spanish? Like beef patties? Once the device is in my hands, I am confident that I can reproduce and improve upon his work. That Mr. Mitchell is where you come in. An invention of this magnitude must not be co-signed or consigned to the boneyard of the academic journal. It deserves praise and recognition from the common man. We will make it the story of the year, and then we will sell our technology to those rich enough to meet our price. Tortas de carnes de res. Okay. Based off that, I mean, I know what tortitas are, and I know what carne means. I would have kind of gotten a bit of the gist just from that. But if it's using the word carne and it's not ground beef, does it refer to like a? You know, just gonna Google it. De carne molida de res. I do know the de res part. That's part of like the. That's part of one of the things I really like eating. I'd eat a bunch. A patty made with shredded beef. I've never heard of such a concept. For now, we wait for Bullard to finish the device. Then we will make our move. I look forward to your continued cooperation in this mutually beneficial partnership. Best regards, Graham Wellington. We've been waiting for stuff on Graham. Conspiring to steal Bullard's research. What is this cow? Okay. But the cow you eat. Gotcha. Not the cow that you take to prom. Where did that come from? $20.50.10. Yeah, see, you get it. I can always count on you to get it. Sheet music scattered all over the floor. National recognition for a local college. Washington, D.C., the National Academy. Oh, 1965. Leaders in science academia on Wednesday among the precipitant at Oakley College. College won recognition for a controversial research paper published by the school's small neuroscience department. We're very proud to have our work recognized this way, said Graham Wellington. A small program focused on areas of research, yada yada. Academics give us a chance to prove ourselves. Award-winning paper authored by Harris Bullard was written in 1962. but only published last year. Controversy in neuroscience community was ridiculed by many field experts. The paper was source of some local tumult as well. This paper was written entirely by Dr. Bullard. Wellington just put his name on it. Ooh. Claimed credit for paper that Bullard wrote. Bitch. You say leche de vaca. Oh. But I'm going to try pronouncing this word right the first time around. Fiat. Fiat it is. I don't know why. So, okay, Fiat. I just know the L's sound that way sometimes. Like I wanted to pronounce it that way, but in my head it kind of sounded French, like filete, or Italian filete. Which, you know, some similarities. What you see is what you read. Okay. Como te llamas, bitch? Read that out loud. I hope you know that I have known some basic phrases like that. Bullard Daily Log, May 24th, 1962. Como te llamas, pendejo? Oh, okay. Well, sorry, I did it the Jesse way, like in Breaking Bad. Like, como te llamas, bitch? Cynthia called me today. She sounded drunk. Sometimes I think she calls just to get a rise out of me. I maintained my calm this time, declined her invitation to meet, and told her in no uncertain terms that if she was looking for money, she had best look elsewhere. And now I am going to go get drunk myself. Graham came by my office this morning. He had a strange-looking envelope. It was addressed to me, but had been pushed under his door. It bore no return address. Just the single word woodcutter. I had to run to class and haven't had a chance to open it yet. Graham came by my office this morning. He had a strange-looking envelope. Either Graham is woodcutter, or someone else is he's working with woodcutter. Something about it makes me uncomfortable. I hope it's not another love letter from the student. Graham is a weasel. He's never stepped foot in the lab or run an experiment, but he makes it sound like he's the brains behind the whole program. Oh, he sounds like a bitch. Oh. Without me, he'd be a washed-up theorist with nothing to his name. Ooh. Wait, so yeah. That's right, it was written by Bullard. Wants nothing to do with Cynthia. Thinks little of Wellington.
Dad took me to Wichita once before he died. We drove for 4 hours to get there, ate hamburgers, and watched a movie. Then we went home. He never explained, just told me to get in the car. I guess he knew he was going to die.
I was gonna say, maybe that's not such a good idea. Then I've ever heard, oh yeah, it's her dad that's gonna die. Maybe some good times should be had. Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer. Chapter 8. The passage continued downward, a steep slope like we were going down a hill. The smooth crystal didn't give our feet purchase, and we were trying our best not to slip. It was dark as night, but the light from our helmets reflected strangely from the walls, making them dance blue. Once or twice I thought I saw a flicker in the glass, but it was just a trick of the light. It was cold down there. None of us were wearing a jacket. It dawned on us that we had come totally unprepared. A few hours before we had been whooping and shouting, excited by the crazy angles that cut the crystal entrance clear out of the cave wall. Sure that we'd found something that was going to make us rich. Now we walked in silence. Henderson's face wore a hard, determined look. Johnson's was all suspicion. Jimmy just looked scared, his skin pale and his eyes wide. I opened my mouth to say something to him, then shut it. Either we'd find a way out, or we'd die down here. All there was to it. It was then Johansson screamed. What happens next? Bobby's writing has definitely got me intrigued. Yeah, I'm playing a puzzle game. But I was looking for something to play, and I thought, you know what? Mystery. I'm feeling something mysterious. And this seemed like it fit the bill. Dies of excitement, embarrassment, frustration, in Spanish. Excuse me. I happen to love puzzle games, I tell you what. I don't lose my patience over them, over all of them. You just happen to catch me at the hard ones. But I do love puzzle games. One that I'm waiting to skip over. What the hell are you talking about to skip over the easiest puzzles? Give me examples. I want to know examples now. Like, because how do I skip over easy puzzles? What game allows you to skip over them? You typically have to do them to progress. To move forward. You go from puzzle to puzzle to puzzle to puzzle. Progressively getting difficult. Usually that's how it goes. Bah. On that note, I would like to play Penumbra again. That was a really good one. Did you remember solving the puzzles you were playing? I looked at the answer online. Well, la di fucking da, Mockingjay. I'm Mockingjay. I watch Kadash struggle with easy puzzles and look at the answers online, and I go, ugh. I don't. That's what you sound like in my head now. Using the moon as a trigger for the lunar dream apparatus has its problems. The moon has been full, or nearly so. The night must be clear. The moon must be full, or nearly so. The night must be clear, and the process must be started at a very specific time to ensure that the moon is visible from inside the chamber. Sounds like some very Avatar shit. Josie's been following whether. Oh my god! Actually, has Avatar like season 2 come out? The live action series. I have not stayed up on that at all. Well, I'll look it up in a minute. Nope. Okay. Because I thought it was supposed to be out by now. But, you know, Netflix, Hollywood. Well, actually, Netflix is its own version of Hollywood. Its own worst version. They cancel all the good shows. Like, I shouldn't even get my hopes up about season 2 of Avatar coming out, because why bother? A network that will cancel Julie and the Phantoms. I don't give a shit. I don't trust them. Using the Prone process. The 10%. Oh, wait, we'll just. Are there any extra notes? Built a strange device to track the phases of the moon. Okay. Yo, Jamie, how's it going? Give me some news. How's life been going for you? I feel like I'm going to get ambushed in here. Cupboard is mostly emptied. Somebody was in a rush to pack this stuff. You? Not much new with me either. Just, yeah, I'd say actually just pretty good. What do I have to complain about? Not a whole lot. Well, actually, I have a ton I could complain about, but you know, what's the point right now? We're playing games and enjoying ourselves. The stovetop is clean. It probably works, but would we do anything with it? No one listens. Well, somebody should. Because, goddammit. Oh, I did not mean to grab this right off the bat. Because, goddammit, it's cathartic to get shit off your chest and have someone just listen. 1,000%. Yes. Absolutely. Double percent. You get it. You get it, Jamie. Reach out to me anytime you want to talk, you know? I'm always an ear to lend. Ear to lend? Ear to listen to? Well, I can lend an ear too. United States Patent Office, January 1963. Eyewear with electromagnetic refracting lenses. That's the stuff that we already have. Abstract of the disclosure. I do say yes. Good. A pair of goggles is provided. Each includes a metal strip, a battery, and lenses. An assembly which, when placed over the eyes, so that when it rests against the head, permits the metal strip to touch the skin just above the left ear and crossing the forehead. This is very descriptive of this mask. Upon contact, electromagnetic impulses from the brain and transmit. It can detect them and transmit them to the lenses. The lenses are created from glass material that is made to alter its refraction of light. Visualization. Nothing we didn't mostly already know. What's in the freezer? Coffee! A coffee can that's frozen shut. I can hear something rattling inside around it. Frozen coffee can. Now, ordinarily I would just say rip it open, but it's frozen, so we can't just, you know, use our hands. We can't just melt it with our body heat. We're gonna have to get like a blowtorch. Calling it now. It's good. Okay, I tapped those like way too rhythmically. I thought it was like someone else's steps coming to murder me. Oh, basement. It's pitch black down there. Not worth risking a fall with a broken arm. I'll need to find a light. Absolutely, especially because there's also someone here to murder us. Speaking of which, why the hell are we still in this house? Because I'm a journalist, dagnammit. I need to remember this exact specific time frame and send it to my brother. That journalist dagnammit is a reference that only he and I and other Boy Meets World friends other hardcore Boy Meets World friends will get. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. You have 5 days. I am coming. Scary. There's a well outside. Why do I get the feeling if I put these on, I'll see something? Because I'm right. Not. At all. The ice on the cup. There we go. There we go. It's such a millennial. You know, it really is. It really is. I mean, literally everyone I've dated has loved the show. My brother loved the show. A lot of my friends. Yeah. What's inside? Looks like a blank sheet of paper. Is there something special about it? Let's set it on fire. Bobby, here's the list of supplies this week. I know you're angry that I haven't paid you in a month, but please wait a little bit longer. I have some money coming, and I'll be able to pay you soon. Beans, cigarettes, tonic water, light bread, butter, eggs, copper wire, 3 feet solder spool, vinyl tape, gasoline, butane, leeches. As many as you can get alive. Bullard owed him money, so okay. Gotta pay your employees. If I pay my employees a living wage, then I'll go broke. Well, then you shouldn't have such a shitty business. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. You will complete your research and then hand it to me, or we can discuss the South Pacific in 1944. So it's looking more and more like Graham is the culprit. Need that bottle. Need C, A, and E, I think. Ooh, animal crackers. Whimsy. January 2nd, 1961. Dear Harris, Happy New Year, I suppose. I am wasting my time by writing you again. But the new year always makes me think about the past. I was very upset when you did not respond to my last letter. I was told that you refused my calls at the college. I understand that you are still angry for that, but I cannot fault you. But unlike you, I have gotten past our little meltdown. I have grown to see it as a inevitable terminus of our relationship. Something that had to happen sooner or later. Like spilt milk, as they say. It's not worth crying over, but I do have a request. I will make it plain, Harris. I need money. Some of my investments went bad last year, and with Kennedy in the White House soon, the others will certainly fail. You may hate me now, but I cannot believe you will consign me to a life of poverty. Somewhere deep down inside, under that mask you wear in your daily life, I know you still feel something for me. Oh yeah, it's Cynthia. I thought it was his colleague. Please say you'll help me just this once. Please put down the mask and trust your feelings. Humbly and sincerely, Cynthia. Over Bullard wants money for her gambling debts. Ooh. Pass, but no. I use the old key to unlock the door. Leeches! How about no? Let's go outside and get out of here. This is just leeches. I am not picking up a leech. The tub is full of leeches. This is disgusting. Yeah, why do I have the touch icon? I guess the leeches are a recent addition? More than likely. Come, amici. I have fresh gold leeches for you. A line that was said many times in Assassin's Creed and is burned into my brain. Touch the leech, touch your face. I have tried. The tub is full of leeches. This is disgusting. Well, good. That reminds me, I need to apply my own moisturizer tonight. I've been trying to get in a better habit of that. Scrub in the shower, moisturize, keep some healthy skin. This toilet is a lot newer than the house itself. A lot of people think I'm a bicycle age. Yeah, in neither your profile your default picture or your sexy picture. Neither of them would I have guessed that you're high school age. Young 20s for sure, but not high school. You look a bit more mature than that. Naturally in a dignified, awesome way. That could come off really bad. I hope that's not coming off bad. Anyway, back to the game. H. Bullard, Daily Log, January 8th, 1956. As I sat idly by the window today, watching the snow slowly cover the fields, I remembered the story of the Snow Woman. I first encountered it with a thin volume of Japanese folk tales. Somebody loaned me at the base in Yokohama. The Snow Woman is a fascinating character. She is a monster, a murderer, a force of nature. Yet she has human qualities as well. Having fallen in love with a young man, she spares his life in order that she may appear to him later in another form and marry him. By telling her of his father's death, the man breaks a contract. But it's not just a contract between the man and the Snow Woman. It's a contract with the universe itself. It is what binds her to the mortal plane, allowing her to live as a human with the man she loves. By breaking his promise, he has destroyed her life. She is no longer able to remain with him, or with her family, even if she would want to. It is no wonder she is angry. You see, that wasn't as implied when I read that story. I saw the mask, horns on my head. There's a secret over there. Nothing in the sink. This is real. I could die here. Yeah, why? How? I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. How did we get there? It's a flashlight. It doesn't have any batteries. Awesome. Johnson City, Texas President Johnson boned up on the reports and correspondence at LBJ Ranch. Today, pending arrival of the Cabinet Office officials, wide-ranging review, yada yada. Defense Secretary McNamara. Let me just scan this for any names I would recognize. It's talking about the Vietnam War. 18 men arrested by the FBI in the connection with the murder of 3 civil rights workers. Waiting formal charges from the statement. Alleged members of the Ku Klux Klan. Accused of murdering James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, Michael Schwerner, with a tactic cooperation with local police. Investigation of burning a church. Entertainment. The Supreme's Baby Love remains on the top of the charts. Good Lord. There was nothing useful in there.
If Woodcutter killed Bullard, he was pretty sneaky about it. No marks on the body, no sign of a struggle. Coroner ruled it was pancreatic failure. How do you kill a man without leaving a mark on him? And why return to the scene of the crime?
Something over here. Ah! No, we gotta go back. Hey! Back in. Back in. Ah. Oh! The letter A on it. Okay, so we got A and D. We need 2 more. We need B. Oh. No, we need C and E. I unlock the door. And now we're back here. A. This is the other side of the house where the murderer was, trying to chase us. Let's hope they're not in here ready to kill us again. Just to make sure. missing doorknob to put on here. Now we can open the chest, and we got the bottle with a printed E on it. I'm in over my head. Oh my god. Such an interesting choice to make you a character with a broken arm. You definitely feel more helpless in this way. As if I didn't already, by the fact that it's a point-and-click adventure game, and there's a murderer after me. Is he thinking right? Yeah. I mean, I dig the choice. I think the chest was in here. That monkey was not there before. Yes, we've seen this before. That was in our Silent Hill nightmare. The first time somebody must have put it here. Woodcutter? Yes, we're still in the house with the goddamn murderer. Yeah. This thing. Worst part of Toy Story 3. Hey, the window. At least I can jump out there again if they come through the door. You know, that's another thing. Someone came after us with a knife. We have a broken arm. Even if we had, like, the ability... Even if we knew karate at this point, we're kind of fucked. Anyway, yes. 20, 50, 10. Oh, God. Okay, so, there. Left 20... Right, 50. Left 10. Got a bunch of stuff in here. Got the other bottle. And 3 documents, alright. Lunar dream apparatus altering the brain to achieve permanent ideofocus. That's right, ideofocus. That was a thing where, you can basically feel shit. You can basically see with your skin. I think that's what they were talking about. William Benjamin Carpenter's work describing the Carpenter effect over a century ago continues to baffle psychologists today. We have struggled to understand the linkage between conscious and subconscious. Why do I feel like linkage? Why do I feel like that's not a word anyone would use in like any medical any sort of like medical writing? That sounds very slang. Particularly the ways in which the subconscious mind seems to wield special knowledge of which the conscious mind is unaware. Linkage sounds like... You know, it does. It does too. Our research attempts to give the conscious mind unfiltered access to all of the information stored in the subconscious by creating an artificial bridge between the two. We have done this in a rudimentary way with the set of lenses that refract light by tracking alterations of the brain waves. But more robust connection requires permanent alteration of the brain. The lunar dream apparatus combines engineering, psychology, neuroscience, and a bit of physics to create just such a connection. In order to give the subject some control over their own subconscious, we have chosen the moon as a mental mnemonic. Good enough. After going After undergoing treatment in the lunar dream apparatus, the subject's conscious and subconscious are merged whenever a full moon is visible. This paper describes the construction of an of the apparatus, its function, the details, all of that. This was what Code I was after, the lunar dream apparatus. Martian Bros construction receipt, rendered June 16th. Damn. Almost 1,400 in bills. Steel siding installation. Ran electrical for fans, evaporated underfloor, connect to the mainline compressor, evaporator. Why lock a receipt like this away? Joe. This is our only remaining copy of our research materials. I destroyed the rest. Take this and get out of here. After I'm gone, they'll turn this house upside down looking for answers. Josie, I know about the secret room behind your wardrobe. If you stashed anything there, you must get rid of it. I've already cleaned out the freezer. I'm counting on you. No, you didn't clean out the freezer. I found some coffee in there, and it had a blank sheet of paper that I need to figure out. Take the files, destroy the machine, and get out here, Harris. Search the basement, freezer, explore Josie's secret room. We're gonna turn around, and there's not gonna be a murderer behind us. Good! Always check the mirrors. Always check the mirrors. Okay, we're good, we're good. Game's got me on edge now. Check the mirrors. Check the mirrors. It said behind the wardrobe, right? So ha 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 ha! Yes. Oh boy, it's dark. Wait, do I have batteries? I know what I gotta do. I don't want to have to do it. Our slow trek down as we walk about this house of murder and more murder. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna take a couple hard hits while I try to solve this next puzzle. That's probably gonna break my brain. See, the thing is, I'm actually really, really awesome and amazing, super good at puzzles. I handicap myself to make it more fun. I have to put leeches in the bottles, okay. I filled each bottle with a leech. Bottles containing leeches. This is where my life is at. Yeah, I knew the leeches were part of it too. I just didn't know how. I wasn't denying that. Nothing in here, right? Oh god, yeah, the dark room. What happens if I wear the mask in the dark room? Nothing happens. We leave the dark room until I can get flashlight. Dark room is where death is going to be. It's also where plot is going to take us. Believe what you want, Mockingjay. I never cared about your opinion. That's actually not true. I actually care a great deal about your opinion. Please don't make me have to put them in the right order myself. Oh, why you gotta do that to me? I have to find the document. It's gonna be some. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, so annoying. Also, why does the music have to just pick up and be so freaking creepy right now? Cynthia, miscellaneous, daily logs, blackmail notes, research docs. The bottle weights. From heaviest to lightest to produce the accurate results. Actual weight depends on the leech used, so I have to recalibrate every time I want to take a reading. So wait, I have to... I put a bottle on, and then I have to recalibrate and put more leeches in these bottles? There's only 6 possible combinations. Oh, fuck you. Brute force. Yeah, I know, Mockingjay, that's you mocking me of like, oh, I can brute force this. I've done that many times. I've brute forced so many puzzles, and it's backfired many, many times in my life. Well, if they didn't want us to brute force puzzles, they shouldn't make it possible. You just know math. You know, I actually read that. Okay, I actually read that way different. Okay. You're right, it is only 6 possible combinations. But my brain is actually not sure if I can handle that. So, okay, let's... Must be a device... Wait. There's a leech inside, so... Do I have to recalibrate it here? Let's try. Oh! That's right, we gotta scale them first. What just happened? I think I glitched this thing. I made it freak out. Okay, good. Heaviest to lightest. Oh, God. Okay, so C is heavier than A. C is heavier than D. Are you gonna make it that precise? Okay, I think C is the heaviest. Okay. C, heaviest to lightest, so... Actually, that should have actually revealed the second heaviest, I think, so... I think that'd be E. Just to make sure. Yep, E is beating D. Ah! And E beats A. It looks so close, though. This... Alright, so it's C, E. Clever of them to do it this way, because you can't really brute force the puzzle quite the same. And then... No. Yeah. There. A and D. That did it. The bottles are in order. Now to put them into the device. which is going to give us a battery that we can put into that we're going to be able to put into our flashlight, and probably give us an extra thing that we can use in one of the 2 rooms that we're going to be going to, because I know how these games work. Will you get on the fucking thing? Thank you. That did the trick. The moon moved into the position. Lunar Dream Apparatus Calibrator. Got it. Wait, did she just fucking say that we need 2? What's it do with it? I don't remember how to, if I can merge them in such a way. Now that we got that apparatus, what the hell do we do with it? I feel like we're missing a piece to this puzzle. That's... why do I keep... It's gonna come down to this blank page, I'm sure. I missed that. That wasn't there before. Another chapter from the Crystal Cave. Chapter 14. That's 6 chapters than the last one. We rounded up the corner and Johnson stopped dead, like he'd been given an electric shock. I about ran into him, cursing before I heard it. From somewhere far ahead, deep in darkness, somebody was singing, a woman's voice. It echoed off the crystal walls and then seemed it echoed off the crystal walls and then seemed everywhere at once. The song was so faint. I listened hard, but couldn't make out the words. The melody was odd, ghost-like, but it was definitely a person singing. Johnson turned and looked at me, but didn't say anything. We both understood. Somebody was down there. Somebody who must know the way out. We were saved. We broke into a run then. Johnson cradling his arm as we tried to cross the forest of crystal. Scrambling over translucent beams of amethyst, beams of amethyst big as fallen redwoods. I slipped, hit the smooth surface. I forgot. Where's that thing? I'll take care of that in a second. Hit the smooth surface hard, got up again. We followed the woman's voice deeper and deeper into the cave. Jimmy got into the plateau first. I could tell before I made the rise that something was wrong. In the middle of the mesa was a sort of hatch, like something off the deck of a submarine. It was round and made of steel. Wait, it was round and made of steel, and sticking out of it was a metal locking wheel. The woman's song drifted up from the smoke. From it like smoke. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a short break after this, get a snack and take a pill and a health pill and whatever. Get back to this after resting my voice a second. I looked back at Johnson as I grasped the handle. He was out of breath. Still clutching his wrists where his hand had been, trying to keep the cloth tourniquet tight around the stump. He nodded. He nodded, and I give it a turn. All right, I'm actually going to leave it on that for people to read while I go get some water, and come back with a little snack. Also, while it does feel like I'm getting hit getting hit by those gummies, we're just gonna double up and take the other half. And we're back, and we're back, and we're back. The chill pill I took was Mullen. Because I saw a TikTok of a girl that did a Mullen. I have a ghost. Oh, those noises were me. Upstairs. Because the kitchen is directly above where I sit here. Up there is the kitchen place. Exactly up here is exactly above me should be almost right where the microwave is, like maybe right a little bit more to the left. Yeah. Okay, my kids would probably be like standing here a lot. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my chill pill was Mullen because I saw a TikTok of a girl that had like an asthma nebulizer and said she put like Mullen extract in it and it made her hack up a bunch of shit out of her lungs, and thought, huh, this is on my feed because I'm a stoner. I should try this. Oh wait, and I actually can do that because I have my own version of that with my CPAP machine. But I'm not patient enough to wait for a two-day Amazon Prime, and so I just went and got the pill for him, and it does feel like it's working. Like I do feel like I'm hacking up stuff that probably should have been hacked up a while ago. It's gross. It's gross. I'm not gonna stop smoking, but it's gross. It's nice to know that I'm getting clean somehow. On a side note, I now have shredded wheat and Flavor Coal salt, which makes it taste like popcorn. Shredded wheat corn. Dinner. Go get some food. We shall now continue our story and figure out what the fuck we gotta do next. Yeah. There was a mask there before. Wait. I don't actual fuck am I missing? How you doing, Katie? What's up? How's it hanging? While you're answering that, I'm gonna be figuring out how to fucking do this puzzle. I'm gross and sweaty. I highly doubt that. I mean, you're probably sweaty, but that only makes things hotter usually. Dead secret. Walkthrough. Wow, this is a short game, and I'm taking my sweet ass time. I'm back and taking like 15 giant contractor bags to the street. Ooh. You have been busy, damn. I'm gonna take a shower and get ready for bed. 15 days, you're almost there. I'm really excited for you. It's gonna be awesome. Finally in your new place and everything. Okay, have a walkthrough on the side. Show me where to go. Wait, what? Wait a minute, what? The battery's in the flashlight. It's working again. Wait. Am I missing a battery? Awesome! Good on you. You beat the bullshit. Okay, so now I have to figure out like how to figure out this puzzle. Dead secret. Batteries. Basically, watching a walkthrough to figure out what I'm missing. But yeah, they have a battery in their inventory already. Where the fuck did they get it? I mean, I have an idea of where it is. I won't know until they reach the next room. Get the next room. Okay, never mind. She already has the battery still. So this was early on that I could get this. And I just didn't know. Oh wait, no, this is part 4 of a thing. Okay. Which part 3 was easy to find right off the bat. Do we have the battery here? We don't. Okay, so we'll find it here. Don't think I saw that box. Yep. Yo, Brady. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the piercing. How have you been? Sorry, I wish I could say that I remember you, but if it's been a while, I'm going to say you're probably here from the Valorant days, right? Hi, H. Miller, daily log. Little mail fraud enterprise, Bobby and I are operating has paid off. Since the beginning, I have had suspicions about Woodcutter's true identity, but I cannot confront him without evidence. Several months ago, I mean, it's just it was just a guess. You said you hadn't been here for a while. The main time I was ever really popular on TikTok was during the Valorant days. Though I did have some also minor popularity when I was doing more retro games. But how's life been treating you? What's going on? Oh, you played Celeste? How'd you enjoy it? I love that game so much. I wouldn't mind a replay of it if I'm ever feeling something torturous. I don't think it would be as bad the second time around though. Several months ago, I started paying Bobby extra to steal outgoing correspondence from a particular individual's mailbox. We steam open the letter, give it a read, and then send it on its way. It's not the most exciting trick in the book, and Bobby certainly doesn't like it, but I found it an effective method of surveillance. Today we intercepted a very interesting letter. This one confirms most of my theories and has been locked away for safekeeping. When I have one or two more pieces of the puzzle, I'll nail Woodcutter to the wall. I'll have to do it quickly though. The device my ace in the hole is almost finished. When it's completed, there will be no reason for Woodcutter to let me live. I'll just have to get to him first. Wait, so who wrote this? H. Bullard, Daily Log. Oh, okay, so it's... Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. I'm glad to hear that. What was the other game that you loved so much? Okay. I'm gonna have to bring up that walkthrough again. What am I missing here? I think of the name right now for some reason. Oh, it's all good. But how's life been treating? Did I ask you? Did I ask you how life has been treating you? Scrolling over. Well, how's life been treating you? Everything going okay with you? All right, come on. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? What do we do with it? It's clearly what we need for the next battery. Wait. Was that something or nothing? Okay, nothing. Wait a minute. Okay, we still haven't gotten it yet. still haven't gotten it yet. So it's up here. Something we have to do up here. The safe. We can't do anything in there, right? Wait, do we actually... So apparently we do. Okay. Wish I found that out a lot sooner. Because now I gotta go upstairs to go back downstairs. Which is also a very classic video gaming thing to do. Backtracking. So it's just straight up go this way. At a very slow pace. Crawl space of places. Love that. Wait, how long ago did Mockingjay disappear? How long ago was that? Gotta be close to 20 minutes now. Gotta be close, right? You know, I'm gonna get another snack, and I'm just gonna leave this horrific scene up right here. Alright, we're back. Damn, Mockingjay did not come back. Reach over. I now have tacos and a taco bowl. I probably should have a spoon too, but fuck it. Oh, sometimes. What's up? What's up, artist? What in the monkey teeth? I know, right? It's a very intentional scene, and we've been taking one extra second to change a extra setting and mix it up. That I've been meaning to do. Leaving this up just a tad longer. Give me some news about your day. What did you do? Okay, where are you? And this is... Okay. Save. Those, oh, sorry. Actually, mine is kind of starting to feel it too. I keep forgetting about that. It's only when I swallow, though. Answers did I Google? I didn't Google any. I got myself a. Oh, actually, no, that's right. I Googled one. It's because I was afraid it was down a path I thought I was going to die, but I didn't. Maybe the rest of the tacos. Fucking delicious, yo. Fucking delicious. I'm sorry, Mockingjay. I'm just so sorry. I'm sorry you hate what is delicious. Anyway. Let's get off the monkey scene. Battery! Search the basement freezer. We're gonna find a body in there. Dear Diary. I was thinking about Dad today. I finally got some confirmation from the insurance company, which fills some blanks. Here's what I know so far. Dad went to war in 1940 to the Philippines. He had some minor injury and was discharged in 1944. He was the only member of his unit to survive, the rest having died in a submarine. Ooh. In 1946, his parents' home in Illinois burned down. Ooh. And he turned up to collect the insurance payout. Ooh. At least somebody did. He didn't have any other family, so it must have been him. But after that, I can't find any trace of him. And then in 1952, the name Harris Bullard turns up in the footnotes of a research paper from Oakley College. Is this Dad? If so, what was he doing in the years after the war? Maybe he went abroad? There are some inconsistencies. Dad studied physics, not neuroscience, and Dr. Harris Bullard of Oakley seems to have a chemistry background. There couldn't have been two Harris Bullards at the UFC in 1930, could there? The scariest thing for me is that Dr. Bullard looks nothing like the one in the photo. I have my father in the photo. His face looks different. He's not so tall and skinny. Of course he would have been younger, as the photo was taken before I was born, but maybe it's not Dad in the photo after all. Gee, maybe not. I changed my major to neuroscience and moved out here with one purpose, to figure out if Harris Bullard of Gov KS is the man who promised to marry Mama in 1939. That's determination right there. It's been 2 years and I'm still not sure. I don't have the guts to ask him. What if I'm wrong? What will that make me? Harris Bullard is her father, question mark, but he looks different. Can't curl anymore. Dear Diary, got a letter from Herreras today. They are good parents, even if they aren't my real parents. They sent the letter to me at Dr. Bullard's address, which means they know I'm living here. I wonder if they're worried. The whole town seems to have decided that the only reason I'd stay here is that I'm sleeping with him. I don't care what the small-minded bumpkins think. Also very reminiscent of Suicide of Rachel Foster there. Maybe soon I can tell them what I'm really up to. Also, Bobby Sawyer gave me another draft of his novel. It's really weird, but I think it's pretty good. I've been typing up his manuscripts on Dr. Bullard's typewriter. Oh. I'm fixing mistakes and making little edits as I go. When he's done, he's going to submit the typed version to Amazing Short Stories to the World tomorrow. Hope they publish it. I don't know if magazines will even look at work by a black author. Oh yeah, it's not, I forgot it's like 1960 fuck. And I told him to use pen name. Tomorrow we run the first live test of the Lunar Dream apparatus. Dr. Bullard doesn't seem to think it's going to work the first time. I hope it does. I volunteered to be the first test subject. Maybe after the treatment I'll be able to understand what happened to Dad. Also, 1960 fuck, it's... Oh, no. Of course, a diary entry with no date. We got our flashlight now. Oh yeah, that's just an open cabinet. Off to the basement we go, where a murderer is totally not going to kill us. Oh God! Okay, down. Go! Climb down the fucking basement! What the fuck you doing? Go down the fucking basement! Go! Why aren't we going? Why aren't we doing anything? Turn on the lights. Woodcutter's out there. I need to find another way out of the basement. Yeah, clearly. Fucking stressful as shit! This story is so worth our lives. It's so worth our lives. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible, and the flashlight lag is gonna just make everything all the more terrifying. Cleaning supplies. Just drink them now. Let them just don't give them the chance. Deprive them of the chance. Spring is here, and you know what that means of household chores. Well, the men kick back and enjoy the sunshine, but don't let the spring cleaning get you down. Let Mother Nature do the work for you. That's right, ladies. I'm talking about chemistry. With careful application, just a few household chemicals, your work will be done in no time. This handy guide covers a few of the most useful concoctions you can make at home. Have mold in the bathroom? Copper sulfate mixed with calcium oxide makes a great fungicide. Tired of trying to loosen a rusty screw? Just add borax to lemon juice to create a powerful rust remover. Does your man complain about your tap water? You can soften it by adding sodium carbonate. Don't waste time cleaning the hard way. A set of common chemicals can help you get that work done faster and smarter, bitches. The toolbox is empty. How do you know when you don't fucking open it? Do we have ESPN? We don't actually. I don't pay for that network. Set of chemicals. None of them are labeled. Okay. Unknown chemical. That's great to have just with us. Because why not? Today I turned in my resignation at the college. I have arranged for my lab to be moved to my house and I'm having the ice box installed the next day. Next Tuesday. I have taken... Oh yeah, we have to find the freezer. Woodcutter may have forced me out of the school, but now the research can continue without his knowledge. I'm lucky that the house has such an interesting history. Josie came up to my office as I was packing up. She was distraught. Her eyeshadow was all smeared. I have never seen a student go so emotionally affected. Emotionally affected. Emotionally affected. She has been a valuable assistant this year, and the research will be harder without her. It occurred to me to invite her to work with me at my house. But I hardly think she would have accepted. The young woman now holds a graduate degree in esoteric neuroscience at the age of 23. What does she need from an old man? What does she need an old man like me for? Wait, a graduate degree in esoteric neuroscience. That sounds like a very made up thing. How's it going for you, Flyken? What's up?
I haven't had a good night's sleep in 3 days. I've been giddy ever since I figured that this might be a murder case. Not even a broken arm could keep me down. Now that I'm here, the truth seems a lot more complicated. This story is my shot. Better make it count.
Yeah, your shot to die as well. Just gonna finish these last bites. Delicious. I love a plate you can fold. That was a very delicious white people taco night. Got our taco shells from the grocery store. Our canned beef, our shredded beef, our ground beef from the Quick Trip. Shredded cheese from the grocery store. And tortilla sauce from the grocery store. And it didn't say anything about lettuce, but you know, I feel like lettuce goes on a taco. You gotta have some kind of veggie in there. I wound you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like your culture and your bastardized culture. I can't even say I fully like your culture because I haven't experienced it. Also, yep, whatever. Worth it to eat. I know I'm missing out. I want to see. Oh, that's right. I want to see. What the fuck? Okay, that lined up interesting. Got a handful of things. Oh, man. I think that's back the direction we came. Get some money, come over, I'll buy you some tacos. Yeah, I want to. You know what? Flights to Mexico City from... It's probably going to be Milwaukee. Let's see here. Flights to Mexico. Mexico City. Let's look at some estimates. Let's throw out a random date of... blah blah blah. It's blah blah blah. About $500 round trip, more or less. Do they just get pricier? No, pretty much the same, and pricier. Price history. It's about typical. What if I change it to Madison? Is it possible to do Madison? Oh, that's much cheaper. Does it know Madison? Is it? It knows it's Madison, Wisconsin. Okay. Don't know these flights. So it'd be an interesting flight for sure. What the fuck is Viva? United, I know that one. So about 200, 300-ish. That's good to know. That's very good to know. There's a 50% chance of getting salmonella, and it's still full. You know those circuit tacos. Well, that's what I want to go for. Make me fucking sick. What is deliciousness? What is deliciousness if not something that makes you cost like that makes you lose a part of yourself inside? If you don't, if it doesn't destroy you, was it really good? That's why I like spicy food. Fuck is, yeah, right? Okay, I'm glad it wasn't like weird just for me. Oh. Cheap airline, but not the best. It did it? I mean, I could drive to Chicago. That's actually not bad. That's a 2-hour drive I could make. Besto airline. That's a one I haven't heard of either. But I'm sure it's the best if you're broke. Besto if you're broko. Besto broko. I'm not funny. Graham, for the last year and a half, I have been receiving actually Graham Wellington. Oh. Well, that's a great spoiler. Blackmailing Bullard as woodcutter. Well, that was almost obvious. Refused to give in to Wellington's demands. Who was woodcutter? Yeah, we gotta turn on the lights. Hot water heater, it seems to be in good shape. Okay, creep. Okay. There. Strange here, but it's too dark to see. What do you mean too... I have a fucking flashlight. Okay, fine. Where are the lights? We were just there. We were just there. We were just there. Names that give main character energy. I could go with a lot of video game names. I'll try to come up with like one that's not like that though. Bruno for sure. But we don't like to talk about him. Thought. Okay. I'm not wrong. Or at least, no, I was wrong, but like, my instinct wasn't wrong. It would be reasonable to think there'd be a light switch over here. September 14th. 1964. Are you enjoying yourself, Harris? Does it excite you to shun me, to treat me like garbage the way that you do when you sit in bed with that little slut? Do you smoke cigarettes and laugh about me? I know all about you, Harris. I know about the girl who's living at your house. You're old enough to be her grandfather, for Christ's sake. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of you. The whole town is ashamed of you. You are a laughingstock, Harris, a public spectacle, and now you have that Sawyer kid running your errands for you. You don't even have the guts to show your face around town. Harris, I thought you were more of a man than that. You cheat on me, bankrupt me, and deny me help in my hour of need, and still you are not content. Now you insist on tarnishing my reputation with your lecherous acts. Do you think of no one but yourself? Can you really be the man I knew? My man in Louisville refused my bet this year. Harris, if I can't play the races, I don't know how I will survive. Your little vendetta will be the death of me. Do you understand when they find me laying in the streets, starved and thin, dead from exposure, the blame will be squarely upon your head, Cynthia. I mean, you don't have to gamble. Blames Bullard for her personal bankruptcy. I'm glad, yeah, personal, good. Bottle of lemon juice. Oh! What was the other thing? Lemon juice and borax? Or something like that? Borax is also gives main character energy. Borax. Don't be freaking me out. Don't be freaking me out. Don't be freaking me out. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 No, please. Please. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like this. Please, please, just leave me alone. Fear for mixing chemicals. Okay. Bunsen burner. Identifying chemical compounds by their flame. Copper sulfate. Oh, borat. Or borate. No, it's over here somewhere. Really gonna make me look the right whatever.
Don't do that.
Pockets in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Copper sulfates with... Yep. Yeah, it was borax. Wait, I didn't see borax there. Unless borax is something that we collect elsewhere. It's a slot. Looks like something is supposed to fit in there. Like... Not that. One more try. I have to find borax. Spring is here and I am home. And I am home. Where's my pen? I chill at home. Oh, please. I have to search it from here. Yeah, borax is not on there. Unless you make borax yourself. Sulfate and calcium oxide. Nope, none of those. What about you? What do you do? I got a crank. I know where I use that. Probably shouldn't be doing this early. It is rusted shut. Can I just pour the lemon juice and hope that's enough? Nope. Where is borax? Motherfucker. Is that the borax? A box of matches. In case I need to light myself on fire. Because I would rather die in flames than be stabbed to death by the murderer. Wait. Bro. Dude, why do you gotta be so smart like that? I need a glass jar of some kind, and I think it's going to be in this freezer section. I'm willing to bet you are right. Can I use the lemon juice on the padlock? It was worth a try. That tells me that there's something that I have not collected in the area. Matches? First. Matches first. Good call right there. Good call right there. Let me check this record quick. It's 78. There's nothing printed on the label. I don't know why. That record just stood out like... It seemed like it just stood out extra. Also. Yes. Alright. Matches. Yeah, without turning on the gas first. Alright, show me what these are. The blue flame. This must be copper chloride. Okay. Now we're talking. Sodium borate. Oh, wait, what? Borax! Yes. That's what we needed. copper sulfate. And that's actually accurate, because copper does green, blue. No. Oh, God. I'm going to take another hit for that one. Copper does burn green. Deep red flame, lithium chloride. I'm actually not happy about that one. The sodium, yellow flame, that means sodium carbonate, soda, ash. Ash. Can we burn the lemon juice for fun? Bunsen burner is lit. I'm a bad boy. I totally walked in an unnecessary circle here. You're right. I need to mix it there, don't I? That's why that's there. I have one of those myself. I don't know where the fuck it is. Got it when I was in Jamaica. I don't need these other chemicals anymore. We're just gonna throw them away? I mean, okay. Thank you for that suggestion, Flyken. You're a smart. The paste has loosened the rest. I can move the crank now. That was pretty handy of me. Pat ourselves on the back. This is a good time to review my notes. Okay. Cynthia Peckman wanted money, right? Yeah. Sounds like Cynthia is deeply in debt. She inherited Bullard's entire estate. Could she have done it? Graham Millington has a secret. He is woodcutter. That's right. Graham Millington has been trying to steal Bullard's research for himself. He must have murdered Bullard. Bullard was being blackmailed about... someone named James Lowry, I think. James Lowry, and why did Bullard want to keep his existence a secret? There's more to it. This story. Let's see what this passage takes me. That's the second time we've done that now. Oh! Not creepy at all. This is the end of the line. Where the hell are we? Figure out what that weird device is. We have to figure this out right now. This is the device Bullard was killed for. I need to figure out why it is so valuable. Search the basement freezer. Investigate Bullard's machine. Alright. Ah, you scared me, bitch. Aha. Gamers, always remember, look up when you're trying to figure shit out. Just look up. This is 5 chapters later. The Crystal Cave, chapter 19. And it was brighter and brighter and brighter than the sun. But the cold, so cold. I could see my breath, and it was dark, and I heard her voice. It was the light, and her voice was the light and the cold, and she was talking to me, and talking like my mother used to talk to me, and it was beautiful, and the most beautiful voice I ever heard. And I wanted to go there, be with her, to feel her skin and see her soft eyes, and see her eyes. See her skin and her eyes, and be her eyes. Well, would be fitting at this point. I could see my breath, and there was an edge to her voice, sharp like a knife. Her voice was another voice. Her voice had another voice under it, and it was sharp. And I thought maybe that is her real voice, and her real voice was cold, and so hesitated. And then I could feel the warmth, and there was warmth, and it was all over me, and I could feel it. And I opened my eyes, and I saw the warmth, and it was blood. The fuck is going on in that story? It doesn't help that we're skipping like every 5 chapters. Mama, respectful always, outrageous hats, simply wonderful, adores music, never angry, all not forgotten, all alone. Josephine Turner, age 10. Oh, Josephine, I'm sure half of that's not true. A sharp hacksaw blade. Just look up. Reminds me of the movie that gave you anger issues. What movie gave you anger issues? Cut the lock. That's right, that would cut the lock, wouldn't it?
Graham Wellington wanted fame and glory.
I'm gonna look that up really quick.
Josie Herrera wanted to find something precious. Cynthia Peckman wanted money. Bobby Sawyer wanted to be a writer. I wanted to get out of Kansas and start a real life. Now I just want to see my mother again.
Okay, something about that title seemed familiar, but I have not seen that. The characters made you freaking mad. You had to pause it to cool off. Whoa. Like that was just like... It was just the characters that got you? Alright, September 15th. The main pod of the apparatus is complete. Today I tested each of the individual connections, but we won't really know if it works until we can do a proper test with the full moon. The weather conditions required by the device are very sensitive, and anticipating them is proving harder than we predicted. I must tread carefully now. Should Woodcutter know that the apparatus is functional, I would have no chance of stopping him. We must keep the work secret. I rarely venture from the house now. The device is too valuable to leave unguarded. Graham had called again today. He knows I'm up to something. He tried his best to worm some details out of me, but his attempts at subterfuge were pretty feeble. The man is an incompetent scientist, but an even more incompetent liar. Josie volunteered vigorously to be the first test subject, and I readily agreed. It's not going to work the first time anyway. First test subject. It's the character's being so freaking stupid. Oh, okay, one of those situations. It's just too hard to cut. Too hard to cut with just a blade. Let's walk about here. The point of the movie, and it's well acted and scripted, but oh my god, you know, that's really great. Then I love movies like that can invoke such feelings. Kind of like how it makes me think of Joffrey from Game of Thrones. He's such a character that you hate to watch, but he's so impressively acted. Hacksaw, the blade is rusted and useless. Lovely. I put the new blade in. Oh! Blank page. Another one! It would not sound like that. It would sound a lot worse than that. Get it calibrated. Okay. Calibrated to the moon. Gotta figure the thing out. Research. The fuck? Guess I'm just gonna have to pull levers and hope for the best. Okay, I see. That's gotta be the last one we turn. That did it. It's on. Console has turned on. Well, now what do I do? Oh boy, oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. 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 We're back in Silent Hill, everybody! What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Fucking Silent Hill. Those gummies are starting to hit me. I might have to give the smoke shop some more of a shot. We can't go back. We can only go forward. You know, that's a good way to, it's a good message for life. Don't bother looking back. What's done is done. Focus on what's ahead. Thomas Edison. That's because there's also a murderer that's trying to kill us. I said what's done is done. That's not done. That shit's not done. Okay. The Beatles. Another valid one. Another valid choice. Oh boy. Hey, the thing! The cactus dildo. All of our suspects. Ah! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What? Where are we? What kind of dungeon have we ended up in? It's not as kinky as I was hoping it would be. Bill, I have made an incredibly unfortunate discovery. About a month ago, a student came by with an old paper clipping that he had run across. It was dated 1932 and contained a photograph of 4 men arrested in a Chicago police bust. One of them is the spitting image of our dear Bullard. Oh. The student thought the photo was quite curious, particularly because the man pictured is identified by a different name, James Lowry. That's the secret. I laughed it off as a coincidence and sent the student on his way. That evening, however, I became consumed with the insane idea that perhaps this was not happenstance after all. Could it be that in 1932 our own Harris Bullard was arrested under a different name? With the connections, confidential police files are as easy to access as public records. I received today a carbon of James Lowry's 30-year-old arrest report. He was suspected of laundering money for a criminal organization, but was never formally charged. Sometime between his arrest and his release, his mugshot was taken. Thankfully, this photo was included in the documents I received. It is undeniably Bullard. And seems that there is more to our mutual friend than meets the eye. Best regards, Graham Wellington. What's this? Bullard isn't who he claims to be? From Bad Boys. I never watched Bad Boys. Wait, Bad Boys. Wasn't that like the? No, that was Cops. Bad Boys was the theme. Why you gotta be breathing out here? Roosevelt signs Cullen Harris Act. Washington, D.C. today. President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Cullen Harris Act, or Beer Bill, into law. Law gives a legalized seal of beer and alcohol containing 3.2% alcohol when alcohol or less. Act marks the first step towards dismantling the Volstead Act, ending prohibition. So some alcohol left in here. Oh, yeah. It smells like disinfectant. Okay. Burns my eyes. We have a jug full of moonshine. We should drink it right now. Better to die drunk. All right, I am getting really tired of the my voice is starting to lose the capacity to keep up, so I'm summarizing things now. Harris died today. The squad's gone. Harris just switched with me this morning. So if I didn't feel well, I never liked submarines. Oh. I see now. Extra opportunity. All things are okay. So he was part of that. He was part of that squad that didn't survive. Besides him, what do you need a ladder in here for? Make up songs about it. Live life as a musical. I would love to do that, Mockingjay, except for one problem. I'm not doing it because my throat was starting to hurt. Wait. Can we stop at the right spot? No. We are simply back where we were. I would love it if noises would stop happening. My God. Yes, that's right. It had to have been super satisfying in that dream. Find a way out. Put you on right here. Baby bear. Check this over here quick, making sure I'm not missing anything before I go. Why does that one glow more? Never mind, I'm looking too hard. No fuel. Oh, that's what the moon shines for. Right? That's what it's for, right? Unless, oh. Well, yeah, alcohol burns, right? There. Woohoo! Make more noise. Free. It's a body, and it's still warm. He's dead. I have to get out of here. Want a blank page? Yep. Eat has been replaced with Pusheen. It's been replaced a few times. I want to place it with a sign that says Pork Pond in the near future. Search the freezer, the basement freezer. Oh, I never searched the basement freezer. Well, I don't think I actually found it. I gotta go. Do I have to go back in? You're freaking me out, of course. It was hidden at the bottom of this well. That's also where the body was. Oh god. Alright, I'll straighten my voice again. This is 4 chapters later. The room had changed while I slept, though it was pitch black. Though I couldn't see my fingers in the front of my face, I knew things had moved. The doorway was gone. The room had changed. Jimmy was still where I'd left him, though. Although now all stiff now. I tore off a piece of his flannel shirt with my teeth and wrapped it fresh around my fingers. The bleeding had stopped, but I tied it tight anyway. The one time in my life being a southpaw didn't me any favors. When I reached out again, I snagged the corner of Jimmy's pants and felt something sticking out of his back pocket. It was a flashlight. Not his police standard issue, though, but a little pen light. The kind you see in the back of the Sears catalog. My fingers were shaking so bad it took me 3 tries to turn it on. Jimmy was curled up backwards in an O. His legs are all tangled, arms almost touching his toes. He looked like the rubber man I saw once when Pa took me to took me to the circus. The rubber man had bent all over, twisted his arms backwards, rolled up in a ball, and put his feet behind his head. Scared me half to death, but Pa yelled at me later for making a scene. I bet even the rubber man couldn't bend his back as far as Jimmy had, though. His mouth was open a bit. Something was wrong with it. I had to peer in close with the flashlight, and I had to peer in close with the flashlight before I figured out his teeth were missing. Ugh, leave us on a cliffhanger. I know what door this is. And we're gonna go back inside. I'm taking one more quick break. I'm gonna refill my water. I need some cold water for this one. Also, what the hell happened to my pen? What in the hell? Where did it go? Half my life now. But I don't care enough to keep searching right now. Snacks retrieved. Some gummy smiles. Because my kids have not been eating the gummies lately. The actual kid ones. And more cheesecake, but on graham crackers. I should not have bought that cheesecake. Also remember my pen was charging. Back to this lovely puzzle. Starting to understand. I need to put the pieces together. Really, we're doing this now. Oh yes, it does make so much more sense. The dead man in the underground room was... That did look like Graham Wellington. Was dead. That means the man in the raincoat is someone else. But who? The truth about Harris Bullard is... He's an imposter, that's right. Well, his entire life is a forgery. He had a lot of trouble to cover up. Had trouble in his past life. Wow. Why? The man we know as Harris Bullard is really James Lowery. Stole Harris Bullard's identity, but then where is the real Harris Bullard now? Wait. Yeah. What was that? I don't know. Why don't we look through it? I can see. Leeches are still being leeches. Go. This statue is going to make this typewriter magically unstuck. I'm calling it now. Or it's going to give me what I need to make it unstuck. For a padlock. Why you have not responded to my previous letters. Why you made every effort to avoid me. Why you never wrote me during the war. I didn't want to admit it, but I tried playing the fool. You found someone else. You don't love me anymore. I don't understand. I'm not even angry with you about it. You are a vile man. I thought you had died in the war, yet here you are living without us in Chicago, pretending to be out when I knock on your door. I wanted to look into your eyes and ask you for the truth, but I don't need to any longer. You can rot in that little apartment of yours for all I care. What I do not understand is how you could do this to your own child, our child. The child you have never even met. The child I have raised for the last 5 years. While you were doing God knows what in the Philippines, the child who has a father that came back from the war and won't even visit. We won't even call. Whoa. That you no longer want me. I understand, but for what you have done to your own little one, I will never forgive you. Rosanna Turner. The address is circled on the back. That's not a name we've seen yet. Where do I know that a padlock key? Where? It's gonna be in the basement. Gonna be in the basement. Gonna be in the basement. Thanks. I never got much into the MMA stuff. Well, it can be interesting sometimes. There's a wonderful song that I point to that goes by the name "Real Life Fighting is Awkward." It's not as fun as it's not the same. It's not the same like in Dragon Ball Z, you know. Not as exciting. I mean, we're about as ready to go. We're about as ready to go on as we should be. Oh. Let's take one last mental look. Is there a place upstairs where I could have used a padlock? Or a record? There was a record player. I don't remember where it is, though. I'm gonna guess over here. Oh. We missed an entire invoice. Thankfully, it wasn't important. That's gonna need extra clean. Thankfully, that landed just right. Be right back. Just to be on the safe side. didn't work out as I was hoping. Alright. You know, we are at about our quitting time. We can conclude this tomorrow. Actually, no. Fuck it. Why not just have an interruption and do a quick keyboard cleaning side trip? All right. Do I need to get up and get a knife, or do I have what I need on hand? Actually, no, I do have one not far. Go. That's all I needed. Just one spot taken care of. Splendid. All right. Let's go finish this up. Yes, that's right. Sorry, I totally missed what you were saying. 1 hour behind. don't know if that was supposed to do anything. But I have a key for a padlock now. I do want to make sure. So we'll start from the totem. I wanted to say top and work my way to the bottom, but got caught in between words. Also, am I coming over the game audio well? It feels like it's really loud on my end. Monkey. A totem. It also sounds like it could be a gay term. A top bottom. A new way of saying verse. Growl. Yeah, I thought it sounds fine. I'm pretty sure there wasn't anything in here. But we check anyway. And it's going to be a slow trek. I forgot you don't know movies, so you haven't... I have indeed watched Mean Girls. I do indeed try to make an effort to wear pink, some form of pink on Wednesdays if I can. Also, I found many excuses to use the meme. She doesn't even go here. She doesn't even go to the school. Same monkey? Oh, it's gone now. There's nothing. Alright, so we've checked the entire upstairs. Next is the main floor, looking for a place we can use a padlock. I think I might have just rolled my contact out of my eye. Man, just looking for excuses to to like pause the stream. God. All right, gonna be right back while I get my contact lens back in my eye. Also take a bunch of hits while I'm up there. Come back super fun. Alright, class, I got a thinkerino for you. Warlock Kadash, teacher, back in action. Students. Question. Can you taste with your eyes? Answer. I think possible. Reason. Synesthesia. Synesthesia. Synesthesia, if you're not familiar, is when you can hear with your eyes. And so I think if you can do such, if an eyeball is capable of such a thing, even by fucked up means, why couldn't it taste? Why couldn't the lemon hand soap that I used to wash my hands with, then also used to touch my contact lens, and then put back on my eye? What's to say that my eye cannot taste lemon? I'll tell you how I am. Hi, how are you? Oh, goody. User 487001388 started following me. Thank you. That's really nice of you. That's fucking awesome. You're gorgeous. Ooh, she's also gorgeous. Wait. Is there gonna be a way I can move that? There can't be. No. It won't let us do it again, right? Yeah, we've already taken it out. Oy. That's gonna be our crazy something. I don't know just enough story terms to know what this is, but this is the big thing. Not exactly the MacGuffin, but like what's going to prove something. Not the climax, but like turning point. No, like the aha moment. The part where we realize, oh, James Bullard is actually the killer all along. Plot twist, yes. Your brain is working like 50%. Your brain's working like 50%. You're a towel. I can assure you, I can assure you that because I am a psychologist, I have a degree, and I'm not a towel. Last I checked, you were also baloney and a towel. Also, I just realized I still have my knife here. Best way for me to not forget about that is to literally stick it in my pocket. Thankfully, it's covered. Bologna. That's not the bologna. That's not the bologna that you eat. That's the phony bologna. You want the Bologna spelling. Blah. Well, even I'm okay. Bologna. Bologna? Bologna meat. Okay, that's it. Bologna. That's what that is. I'm actually ashamed. There's a whole song that was dedicated to that whole thing, commercial that pretty much an entire generation of kids should know, and I don't, and I think I was born like right at the end of like when it like stopped airing. I feel like I missed out on being part of a club by not knowing that song. Right. He's found the last guillotine victim was executed when the first Star Wars premiered. Oh, I have heard. I remember hearing that it was like less than 100 years ago that they still did that. First fax machine was invented when the first wagon went down the. Wow, that's crazy as well. Another interesting thing. Your whole guillotine thing reminded me of the greatest like fucking like pickup line for a woman. Like a woman towards a man. Like a hot, sexy one. Where is the TikTok? Where'd it go? Okay. There is no guillotine that could cut off the amount of head that it would give you. That's fucking amazing. And I'm glad that I'm bi because I can use that line. Guillotine and hanging, to be honest. Yes, I would too, actually. Because interesting thing, like they've I'm pretty sure that I don't remember the exact time frame. There was once a research done that was done on I'm blanking on this horribly. But basically there was a study that was done like one time where a scientist was like, I want to see how long the brain will survive when it's been severed from the head. And he was allowed to do this. I'm going to assume it was somewhere in France, because that's, guillotine where it is. And basically they found a criminal that was sentenced to death They set him down for the guillotine. They slice off his head, and they kept trying to get his attention after. They picked up his head and they kept trying to get his attention afterward. And there was still movement. Like every time they said his name, like his eyes would like go back. His eyes would like go back to the scientist's eyes, and then like when he would trail off, he would say it again, go back, and then after like I think it was like 6 or 10 seconds, done. Don't remember what that was. I remember I found that through a Stuff You Should Know podcast. Not necessarily a podcast about stuff you should know, but just interesting things. Anything can be felt, crack on the neck, instant death. Guillotine seems instant, except for the 6 to 10 seconds. Yep. Yeah, I'd rather just go the guillotine way. Sever the head. Observe what it's like to have literally no control over anything except for my eyes for a minute, or not for a minute, like for 10 seconds at most. Tongue maybe, and then just be done. Wait, the padlock was for this. Okay. We can't get out. Oh no. Body for even 5 seconds? No, not at all. That would be interesting.
Hypothermia. Kills in a matter of hours and leaves no mark. Bullard died in his freezer. Or was it James Lowry? Now that I've gathered all the pieces, I just need to put them together. A scientist with a past, a dead colleague, an ex-wife down on her luck, a girl with no father, and a boy with no future, a snow woman, a full moon. Now I just need to get out of here alive.
Oh man, this is the end. We're not getting. Oh God! Love this game. I love being in Silent Hill now. It's a little brighter. Soundboarding. My apologies, Mockingjay. I can't predict when the game is going to scare the shit out of me. Oh, jeez. I'm just going in directions. Okay. Who killed Harris Bullard? Graham Wellington, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. God, it seemed like, I can't even look back at my notes. I'm pretty sure that was Graham that was dead. Oh, God. My best guess is that it's gonna be the ex-wife, or it's gonna be the guy that he owes money to. Or it could be the one that's least suspicious. The least suspicious. What sort of night? This is Silent Hill. This is Silent Hill. This is straight up Silent Hill. There's the monkey. It's Josie. She's injured. We're kind. S ending. So we just got the literal best ending. Was I? Does that mean that I saved the? That I saved the killer and I was right about them? Am I smart? Am I a smart?
I barely managed to pull Josie from the house as it burned to the ground. All of Bullard's research, his equipment, and his secrets burned with it. Josie Herrera was arrested for the murders of Harris Bullard and Graham Wellington. My story of blackmail, murder, and my narrow escape from a deranged killer made headlines. In January, I start at the Chicago Tribune. I never told them about James Lowry or that Josie's last name is really Turner. Those secrets are mine alone.
Dead Secrets by Robert Ivender, Chris Prutz, Mike, John. Okay, music by. Okay. All right. This was actually a pretty decent game. Very much a sort of just. I don't know how much I paid for it, but I would consider it very much a like $10 at most sort of game. The other endings had to be for... Wait. Where do I continue if I do this? Well, this is nice. I'd like to see these other options. Ending B, we end up back in Silent Hill. Search for local reporter ends. Today, police halt their search for Patricia Gable, who is presumed dead. A young reporter from Colby vanished without a trace 2 weeks ago. Police suspect foul play, but so far no suspects have been named. Interesting. A ending has to be Cynthia. If I had to guess between these two, I would say Cynthia has the better motive. Money can make you really angry, but a long history and a past, that's another story altogether. Also, she seems a bit like a narcissist. Dead. Is that the same? That's the same ending. Just double checking. Yep, this is going the same route. Same old route. Alright, we can call that then there. That was Dead Secret. That was fun. What are we going to play next? Not sure. But it's going to be fun too. Like all the games we play. Well, not all the games we play are fun. But we try to play fun ones. I am sleepy. Good night. Sleep tight. Good night.